But it's just like, so that we got that. And now thirdly, we have this whole debacle of, being a Christian man, you have to give up everything, which
You don't understand.
what am I missing?
It's so, for one, look, if you think that your life is going to be the same after you get married, you're wrong.
Your life is never the same. I agree to that.
And if you
I agree to that. But
Yeah.
but you can still have good friends.
You can have friends for sure, but if you think you're keeping the same group of friends your whole life once you get married, you're wrong. You're not.
But I mean, why?
You're not.
But why? I understand getting rid of the bad ones, right? I understand the ones that never grow up, getting rid of them, yes, right?
Dude, the best man in my wedding, we went 10 years, we didn't even see each other.
But if you ran into each other, hey, what's up, my brother? You know what I mean?
But we're
would
not.
talk.
Once
a friend, always a friend.
I feel comfortable in saying this. I would say it to him. He would say it to me. We're not going out of our way to hang out. It's not. It's going to have to be happening.
But you live so far away. But you live so far away, though, right?
That doesn't matter.
But it has a huge influence.
I mean, maybe a little bit.
5 hours is an influence,
but
brother.
When we both lived in Charleston, man, you just grow apart. That's a part of life.
Yes, and then there's some people that come back in later in phases in lives, and you kind of pick off where you left off.
When you get married and have kids, it is harder to hang out with your
100%.
buddy who is not married and doesn't have kids.
I think we're talking two different things, though, because it's
I think so.
Because it's like I have a group of friends whom I haven't hung out with in years, but I consider them a good friend. And if they were to call me and need me, I'd be there.
And you'll never hang out with them like you did ever.
And that's
again.
okay.
Yeah, that's
okay. But I would still consider them friends, like good friends. Like whether they like it or not, if I were to walk out of here and die, they're carrying my casket.
So look, man, I can count the good friends I live this. Yeah, I'll give you that location where you are on a map plays into this. I'll give you that. I moved. I had to make new friends. So I have you. I have your dad. I have Nate.
Sorry, we can't be friends.
And I have my buddy Dave.
We're different seasons of our lives.
If it happened that I lost all my friends, but I still had my wife and kids, I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
If they said, if God said, hey, you can't ever talk to this group again, or they said, hey, we're not talking to you again, I'm okay with that. I still have what's important to me.
Correct. And you always have that. They always come first. They will always be your best friends. And I agree and support that 100%.
But I want to go back to this church thing.
Okay, where did I leave off?
You said
I went on a rant and I forgot where I'm at.
You said you're one of the reasons why I'll never walk into a church. That is the weakest.
Because you are robbing me of the things that I find enjoyment in.
That is the weakest excuse I've ever heard from anyone, not just you, anybody.
No.
Okay, let me ask you this: Have you ever
kill myself?
Have you ever met someone who's bad at selling insurance?
Yeah.
Did that stop you from selling insurance?
No, but I'm not talking about it.
Did it influence the way you sold insurance?
Yes, it did.
You wanted to be what, better?
I was like, hey, I'm not going to be a loser like this person.
There you go.
Yeah.
So now, I'm not going to church because of bad Christians. That's the dumbest thing. That's the only avenue in life.
I've never called you a bad Christian. I just say you're kind of a Christian.
No, I'm an honest one.
Well, no. Yeah. No, but there's so many different interpretations of it. It's like if there were no animals in heaven, why is the lion resembled so many times? So is there lions in heaven or not? Is there lambs?
Are there lambs? I'm not saying there's not.
Oh, okay. So
no.
You guys get to pick and choose.
You guys.
Yes. What animals get into heaven?
No. Are there animals in heaven? Probably so. Are there is my dog? Can I witness to my dog? Can you witness to a dog? Can you witness to a bear? Can you
witness to a man with Down syndrome? Can you witness to a vet?
But they have a soul. They have a soul.
How do you don't think animals?
They don't. They don't.
I think animals have souls.
You're wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong. Native American me.
You're wrong.
But
you're wrong.
I think that they do.
Wrong.
I mean, look into their eyes.
What about them?
You can definitely see a soul in there.
No, you train them. You train animals.
No.
They can't reason right.
We're all animals. We're all animals.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
We all have natural instincts.
No, you're wrong, buddy. Sorry, you are. Read your Bible.
We're the top of the pyramid scheme in
creation.
Life.
We were created that way.
Yeah, we're the most dominant animal.
No, we're not an animal.
We're
humans. Animals aren't made in God's image. We are.
I'm just saying,
No. You're wrong. What you're saying is wrong.
Are snakes in heaven?
Mm-hmm.
Are snakes in heaven?
Could be,
but not dogs.
The dogs could be in heaven. What I'm telling you is,
if they can be, why are you telling?
If they are in heaven, it's because they've always been there.
I think that they've always been there.
Okay,
I don't think God would make something so wonderful and just put it down here and not allow it up there because it's His creation. Why wouldn't He want to show that off?
Dude, your mindset on this is wrong.
No, I just am very passionate about. Dude, my dog Riley's been through it all with me. right?
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
We've all had
It's the
animals
only
like
thing that I think I've ever had that's loved me unconditionally, like unconditionally, right? That dog, and you can vouch. You've met Riley.
Great dog.
Phenomenal dog.
Great dog.
And honestly, if I can get my hands on a couple extra bucks, I'm probably going to clone her.
Okay.
Because she's that great of a dog.
Great dog.
Right?
Riley's a great dog.
So it's like,
I think Remy's a great dog too, but go ahead.
Remy's not a bad dog. She's coming a long way.
She's a little ornery, you know what I mean?
She's hyper. She's just a girl.
She's happy to see
She's
people.
just a girl.
She's happy. But go ahead.
But I'm just saying, like, you have something that great who, like, in that brings that much happiness, and it's like there's a pure intent behind it all. But it's like it's kind of messed up to say, no, your dog's not going to heaven.
Well, I didn't write it. I'm just telling you. I'm just reporting what
is
I read.
the Bible verse that says that?
Read in the Bible where it says
dude.
Genesis. Let's get your Bible out.
Google it on your phone.
I don't need Google. Get out of here.
You don't need a Bible?
I don't need Google.
Well, read it to me.
Yeah, my chef. What version do you want?
2026's version.
2026 version?
Yeah.
That was fun. It's not ring. Okay. Are you ready?
You read it to me, and I'm going to give you my interpretation. Okay?
Yeah.
On this segment of Cody's interpretation, we're going through Genesis on how cats and dogs, just cats and dogs, don't get it.
Are you ready?
Yep. Read it and weep.
Okay. This is the King James version of the Bible. Genesis chapter 2, verse number 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. That does not happen with any other creation other than us. We are the only redeemable creation in the history in the history of time. Angels are not redeemable.
Can I be honest here?
Not redeemable.
Can I be
Man, yeah, be honest. Have you not been honest with me?
One time.
Okay.
One time.
Yeah.
But honestly, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like these poor animals are just catching strays by you guys. Nowhere did it talk about cats or dogs, anything like that. It's talking about human beings and man. And
okay, I'm not reading all of Genesis chapter 1.
But I'm
just going to have to read that yourself.
I don't want to read that myself because apparently it's going to upset me, according to you. But it's like in that particular thing you said about dust and dust storms and nostrils and all that. It's talking about man and how he breathed life into man.
No. It doesn't say life and a living soul.
A soul into man. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, that matters.
Okay, so we're talking about man. No word do you say except your four-legged best friend, except the feline running around your downstairs, except the birds in the tree. Dude, he's talking. At the end of the day, the Bible's about human beings, yes, and it's about us and what we need to do to get to where we need to get, because it's going to be a lot better off than where we would go if we didn't get to where we get, right? I mean, in a simplified instructions to get to where we need to get.
No.
Yes, it is. It's instruction. It's guidance. Okay, fine.
The Bible is
guidance.
a story about Jesus, and we happen to fit in it.
Yes.
That's it.
And it gives us guidance on how to get to where we need to get. Because
it's not about a destination. It's about a person. That's the whole problem.
No, at the end of the day,
when
we die, we want to go to heaven.
No.
Okay.
When we die, we want to go where Jesus is. He happens to, he occupies heaven. Right now, we're going to get a new heaven and a new earth. That's Bible. People get so mad because I'm honest and I'm telling you what the Bible says.
Listen,
if you disagree,
but you're also
that's fine.
telling us
you're wrong.
Your interpretation, right?
I think it's pretty clear.
I don't know, dude, because I'm going to be honest with you right now. Like, I didn't say anything about cats and dogs in that scripture right there. And I wanted something that flat out said,
nor will it, because
Haley and Remy, you don't get to go to heaven.
Nor will you find it anywhere in the Bible because it doesn't say it.
So you guys are interpreting it that way, right? Like,
no, that's what it says.
But you just said it didn't say that.
Yeah, you'll never find a verse where it says that God took an animal and formed him in his image and breathed into him life and became a living soul.
I don't know, because it's and lambs.
There's your comparison.
And then, like, that one Bible verse, actually, I'm not going to go down that road. But there's been multiple times where animals are donkey carried Jesus into Jerusalem.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Is that right?
What's your point? A donkey also talked to Balaam. What's your point?
Okay, so if a donkey didn't have a soul, why would it speak anything?
That doesn't make any sense at all.
I'm just saying, why would a soulless thing speak to anybody?
Angels don't have souls, they speak.
Angels are souls, aren't they?
No, angels have no souls at all. They're created beings. There was a time when they didn't exist. Yeah. God created them.
That's why I have good angels and bad angels. That's why I've watched Angels and Demons. That's a great movie if you haven't seen it, everybody.
Angels are not savable. They cannot be redeemed. They don't have a soul. That's what I'm telling you.
So there's no angels in heaven?
There's angels in heaven. They were created and they've been there. They've been there.
but they have no souls.
No,
Okay, so
no.
why do they get to hang out in heaven with no souls, but my dogs can't?
They were created beings already there. They were created in heaven.
Yeah, before Earth was. I do know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I do know that.
They have a purpose. They serve a purpose in heaven. Every angels are messengers. Some of them worship day and night and day. That's all they do. They say, holy, 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 holy. Right now, there are 4 beasts flying around the throne. They're just saying, holy, holy, holy is the Lord God Almighty, which was and is to come. That is their job. They have done that since the beginning of time. They will do that until time is over. They will do that forever and ever and ever. That's their job. That's what they do. That is their purpose of creation.
Sounds like a pretty good job.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not a bad one.
Not a bad gig.
I probably would get tired of flying for eternity, but
No, you won't. I can't with you. I can't with you. You don't.
Dude, on this segment of Rage Bait Pastor,
Well,
I'm winning.
on this
I'm
segment,
winning on this one.
on this segment of Cody is so wrong about everything, you're winning too.
All I'm saying is that I just feel like
Doesn't matter what you feel.
I'm giving you a little bit of, maybe you can tweak your presentation of people in a different, maybe you can still be honest, but maybe tweak it in a different way. Okay? No offense, but I feel like you're trying to rob me of all the things that I really like, and I don't appreciate that.
No one's robbing you of anything.
I feel like you're trying to, though.
Would you rather me lie?
Yeah, sometimes.
No, I'm not going to do
Yeah,
that.
I would rather you sometimes lie.
What do you want me to tell you, man?
Just maybe not say anything when I say, hey, Cat, my dogs are going to go to heaven. Maybe just say, that's all you got to do. It's just maybe smile.
Just nod and smile.
Don't even nod. Just.
And this one's like, what do you think?
I wouldn't even ask that because I'm a firm believer on, sometimes if I'm doing wrong, I'm not going to ask you, hey, is this right? Because I don't want to know the answer. I think everybody does that every time.
Sure.
I feel like everybody does that. They're doing something bad.
Yeah, it's easier.
Doing something wrong.
It's easier to run away and ignore it.
Text example, it's the evening time. You cracked open 3 beers and you look at your buddy or whatever and you're going for your 4th and you think to yourself, maybe I shouldn't do this. Should I ask? You think this is okay? But you don't. You just
You're talking about beer an awful lot.
Yeah, it's just because it's in my refrigerator. I also have steak in my refrigerator. It's been in there forever. But like in the total retrospect, quit robbing me of the good things. Maybe just stay quiet.
Not robbing.
But and also it's like Cody's going to church on a regular. He's getting better.
Yeah.
Maybe not say something that's going to upset him to where he leaves.
Oh my gosh! If you leave, that's your fault.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
No.
Somebody needs to be the honest one in the room and say it.
And that's the thing between Baptists and Pentecostals. Pentecostals be scaring you into getting saved. Baptists be pushing you away. And I know some Baptists out there that will tell me I'm going to burn in hell because I drink beer. And then I've been to some scary events like, hey, we can't have a haunted house at this Pentecostal church because that's not it. But yet we're going to hold Hell Week and we're going to scare you. We're going to show you what hell's like.
And I tell you what I hear when you say the stuff like this.
But it's true, and I have video proof of it all.
I listen. I've been in good Baptist churches and bad ones.
But I'm just saying, like, and I'm talking about Pentecostals a second, right?
I've been in good
the Baptist church
bad ones.
Caught a stray, just like you were throwing strays at my dogs. But still, it's like Pentecostal church. We're going to scare you into Christianity. It's like, hey, we're going to take you during Halloween. Hey, it's not a haunted house, though, everybody. It's not a haunted house. But it's hell. And we're going to take you through Hell House. And we're going to show you what hell is like. And at the end, you're going to be so scared, you're going to fall to your knees and get your salvation. Well, guess what? I'd like to see the persistency rate on those numbers. How many of those people actually stuck to their salvation at the end of that Hell House versus the people who organically come into it? Because I bet you they're holding like maybe a 17%, if not less, persistency rate on scaring people into Christianity versus doing it the good old-fashioned way. Maybe doing it in not such a graphic, scary manner. And I'm saying that from experience.
What's the good old-fashioned way to you?
Meeting a guy like yourself that's a good Christian guy, and he consistently works on getting you to come to church.
Well, I want to say this. It is astonishing to me because you're not the first person that has said you're why I don't come. This is why I don't come. Church is the only avenue in life where we allow that to happen. We are so, I'm not going because of this person. You don't do that with your job. You probably have coworkers you've had in your life that have sucked. You didn't stop coming to work. You had football players that sucked on your team. You were an elite football player, Cody. Most people probably suck compared to you. You didn't stop playing football. You didn't allow them to stop you from playing football. You said, this team sucks. I'm not coming back. You've probably been at bad restaurants. That didn't stop you from eating. This is the only avenue in life where we say, I'm not going to church because this Christian sucks. Listen, here's the deal. People don't want to go to church. Maybe they have been hurt. Everybody's been hurt. we all get hurt in church. If you go to church long enough, somebody's going to hurt your feelings. They're going to say mean things about you. They're going to push you out the door, or at least try to. All of those things are going to happen.
Especially some old people. Some old people think they can pick and choose who gets in heaven. It's kind of funny. It's like diabolical.
100%. But
I will tell everybody, no, go to church. You should go to church. Don't listen to me. Listen to Chris. Chris is a good guy. I only have my beef with Chris because it's fun to get under Chris's. But at the end of the day, you guys should go to church. Is that fair?
You should too. You're part of those people.
Absolutely. Yeah. I will.
What I'm
but
saying
I just don't want to. There's some things that
as people, we need to stop allowing, like, if that's our excuse, I'm not going because of them, that's not a good excuse anymore. If this is the only realm in life where we allow other people to dictate what we do and what we don't do, that's not a good excuse anymore. I've used it. Yeah, I've used it more often than I care to admit. At the end of the day, my relationship with God is based on me. It's not based on Cody. It's not based on my wife. It's not based on my pastor. It's based on me.
And that's not to say I can't come to church and then disagree with some of the stuff you're saying, right? Like that's okay.
I mean, I think
I can disagree with myself and be like, okay, I agree with everything he said today, except the fact that my cats and dogs aren't going to go to heaven. Because I don't think that if that's what I need to live, like to believe in order to continue down the right path, let me believe it. That's not going to prevent me from going to heaven and hell. I mean, that's not going to prevent me from going to heaven, I should say. But it's like, just because I believe that does not mean, and at the end of the day, you could be wrong. Not saying that there's not heaven, but I'm saying we could get there. And like, I know in the Bible, it says, hey, you're not going to remember who your wife is or your friend. You'll have an idea, but you're not going to know. But I promise you, if we both get to heaven and my dogs are running around, I'm going to figure out a way to remember you and be like, hey, I told you so.
Okay. You're not, but okay.
I'm just saying, like, I will figure it out. But it's just like, if that's what I need to be happy to come there, then let me be happy with it. Don't rob me of it. Just be like, okay, I understand how you feel. Do feel, felt, found. You know, I understand how you feel. I can see that. Makes sense. Whatever. But you don't have to. Sorry, you're an idiot. You're not going. It's not happening. Yes, your dog's not going to heaven.
I didn't say that. You brought it up.
I'm just saying. But like, you know, if somebody needs that, let them believe that until they can figure it out on their own when they get wise enough and mature enough to understand what's actually in the Bible and what's not. Because 95% of people are skeptical when someone tells them something anyways. They need the proof. They need the pudding. They need to see it, right? So it's like, maybe not rob that from them. And also maybe not host events where you're scaring people into getting saved. I don't know. But that's not you guys. But like, still, that's out there.
I mean, one, I don't know if I've ever in my life had a conversation outside of you and your mom about animals going to heaven. I just don't want nobody
Didn't you hurt some young individual at church there months ago when you told them, hey, they don't go to heaven?
Maybe. I can't remember saying it, but I mean, if I said it, it was because it was relevant to the conversation. I don't just bring that up. Okay.
Hey, I want you to do me a favor right now. Let me scoot over. I want you to, I'll top my fingers. I want you to take a picture of Riley and Remy and put angel wings on and have them sitting here during this conversation.
Listen, I have a dog that I love too, and I love Nacho. I would love to say that Nacho is going to go to heaven, but I can't witness to Nacho. I can't say, hey, man, you're sinning. You need to get saved. I can't do that. There's no reason that you don't reason with animals. You train them.
To an extent, yes. But I mean, this is a conversation for a different day. We're going to table this one, and we're going to get back to the storyline here.
Yeah.
This podcast.
Sure. Table.
So on today's segment of Are You With Me, I heard there was a situation. Pastor.
Yeah. Down south. Not you're gonna think people think it's me. It's not me.
No, it's not. It's
not me.
At all. He's
not me.
Killing dogs because he can kill them because they don't have a soul and it's not a sin. But anyway,
okay.
Let's talk about this pastor.
Yeah.
That you knew of.
I know of. I think
not friends with.
No, we've never had a conversation. I may have heard him preach once live. I can't remember. I don't think so. But he's one that, you know, if you grew up in the independent, fundamental King James Baptist circle, you know who this guy is.
It's been all over the news.
It's all over. Pastor down south by the name of Kenny Baldwin, he was.
Yeah, let's rephrase that.
Yeah, if you were to hear him preach, you would think he's really good. Okay. He got into some trouble for sending some inappropriate pictures to a teenage boy, and it sucked. Sucks for the teenage boy, sucks for his family, sucks for the victim, sucks for the church, sucks for Kenny Baldwin's family, sucks for everybody involved, sucks for preachers who are associated with him, churches who are associated with him. But there's going to be probably more victims come out, you know, like this.
Probably.
You don't just start doing that at age 46, I don't think. But it sucks, man. It sucks to see a man of God fall like that.
All I can picture is like in my head, what pops into my head is like that one scene from Family Guy where they're like, "Hey, first time?" No, not my first time. When it comes to this situation,
Yeah. It sucks, dude. Like, it just sucks. It was heartbreaking because one, it's disgusting.
it's foul.
It's very foul.
Foul. He's definitely not going to let him.
I mean, that's not for me to decide, but I mean, I'm not God. I don't stand in God's place. I can't see his heart. Here's what I know. I know that what he did was egregious, and he's going to pay for it for the rest of his life, as he should. He'll probably go to prison where he's going to have a very difficult time, as he should.
100%.
He's going to get out at some point, with stuff like this. I feel like anymore it's a slap on the hand.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. So
I mean, I feel like people just kind of get off easy for this stuff. At some point in his life, he's going to be released, and no one will look at him the same. My issue with this whole thing, and I don't like, I mean, it's again, for me, like, I don't know him personally. We're not friends, There's a lot of people that they're putting out multiple videos and of this, what's happening. I feel like some of them are taking advantage of a really bad situation for this poor kid, and they're getting clicks and views off of it. I think that's disgusting as well, that they're using this time to build a platform.
yeah, at the end of the day, it's still pretty messed up.
Well, there's nothing good about what's happened.
What those people are doing for clicks and views is not anywhere nearly as bad as what that dude did.
No, but I still think it's disgusting. I mean, I'm not even. It's not that I'm saying that, like, I'm not justifying what he did. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is that there are people like this kid. People know this kid. He has friends at school.
Yeah,
and they are using what happened to him as a way for them to gain popularity. I think that's disgusting.
yeah, it's pretty messed up. Yeah.
And you're given, and like this will be the only time we talk about this. Like, we're not going to make any more videos about this.
Yeah, we'll forget.
I'll never talk about this again. We're not trying to get famous off this. This is something that happened, bro, and it was shocking. It sucks, man. Like, people don't, like we talked about it earlier in the podcast. People don't need a good reason not to come to church. This is a good reason not to come.
Yeah.
You can't trust the man behind the pulpit. It will hurt. I tell you what got me the most. I have a 15-year-old son.
Okay.
And I have a 13-year-old son. And what bothered me the most is that they are at this age where they are impressionable by people. And I put myself, like, if that would have been my son who got those pictures,
you probably would have went to jail.
Yeah, for sure would have went to jail. I think, and dude, it wasn't like it happened once. He sent it over the course of almost 2 years.
That's insane.
It's insane. You can Google the article. It talks about it.
Was this dude married and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Married, kids, like married kids, pastor in a church, big pastor down south. Not just like a little, like, he's known, and he broke the heart. But that's what sin does, man. None of us are perfect, and I would hate for any preacher to fall the way he did. It sucks. It just sucks, man. It sucks. It hurt. I don't feel a bit bad for him. It just hurts for everybody. The body of Christ. It hurts.
Yeah, I get that. That makes sense to me.
But yeah, you can Google it. We're not breaking news. It's a week old by now. It's all over.
And honestly, it'll probably be 4 weeks before this even airs. So
yeah, it'll be a little bit. Like, he'll probably already been to trial and everything by the time it airs. So we're probably, who knows at this point. But
yeah,
man, it sucks. So, like, stuff like that. Like, I'm kind of talking out of both sides of my mouth. Like, if that happens, I get why people don't want to come. There are times when Christians don't do themselves any favors. I'll give you that.
I mean, Christians have started a lot of wars over the years. Religion has started a lot of wars over the years.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that for sure.
I mean, it's a fact. It's a well-known fact. I mean, it's history.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a tricky situation. I just wish everybody loved everybody and we all get along, but we don't. And and that's okay. Like you said, there's people you like and there's people you don't.
Yeah. If you were at that church where that guy pastored, what would you do?
Well, first off, I wouldn't be there.
But, like, I mean, like, now you wouldn't. So let's say you didn't know. You were there for however long, because he started off as.
And then so you're saying, like, in this hypothetical situation,
you're there.
I'm one of the members of this congregation of Mr. Meat Missile.
Yeah. And news
then
breaks.
I'd never go back again. I'd never go to church ever again.
But would you go to church again?
Yeah, I'd probably go to church again. There's just because there's a bad apple out there. You get them out, it's not going to spoil the bunch. But it's like, mystic pick and all that. I'm getting away from all that. That's a little too weird for me.
Yeah, as far as I know, there's been a lot of churches that have put out statements that were, affiliated with him, and there's been preachers that put out statements that were affiliated.
And they can put out all the statements that they want. At the end of the day, churches, you guys are still affiliated with them. You can come out and try to suave it out all you want to keep yourself out of jeopardy of losing people, but you're still affiliated with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, like he hit it pretty well. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I think coming out with statements, and I think coming out with multiple statements is going to make you look bad. I think one statement in a situation like that from a church would be like, hey, we had no idea. Dude's dead to us. Castrate him, burn him, whatever. He's no longer any way, shape, or form affiliated with us. And then you move on with your life. Don't come out with multiple statements, I feel like.
I
Then
think
you're like, okay, well, why are you talking about it?
I think most churches are just putting out one statement. They're saying what you're saying, just not in those words.
Unless, yeah.
But there's a couple like TikTokers that are really just having a field day with this, and they say they're not doing it for clicks or whatever. But if you're not, stop making the video. I mean,
Yeah.
like there's a kid, there's a real victim out here.
Mm-hmm.
He has to live with that too. And the more we talk about it, the more we draw attention to it. I mean, I'm sure this kid wants it to go away.
150%. What kid wouldn't?
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's church. As Christians, we don't do ourselves any favors. So,
But at the end of the day,
yeah. What else you got over there?
not a whole lot. I mean, not a whole lot. I think that kind of sums up today's little rant of.
It was only supposed to be 30 minutes. Here we are.
Yeah, I know. On a side note, we are starting a second podcast.
Yeah.
And essentially, it is surviving your midlife, which is like 30 plus, and it's going to essentially be me and Chris here. Chris is on synthetic testosterone now. Testosterone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am a TRT guy.
He is. Yeah, he's full. He's raged right now. He's raged. That's why he was getting so mad at me.
That may be it. Maybe
That's why he was getting so worked up when I was.
Maybe that was it.
The stuff about the dogs, because he was getting red faced over there, and it's okay. We're gonna see. We're gonna put ourselves in some situations. Like we're gonna sign up for a rodeo.
I'm not signed up for a rodeo.
Come on, Mr.
I'm not
TRT,
doing a rodeo, dude.
We're gonna sign up for a rodeo. We're gonna might be mic'd up for it, and we're gonna do things to increase our testosterone the natural way. We're gonna be natty about this. Except I'm gonna be natty about this.
No, dude. My day of making my own is done. But
it's essentially just the older crowd will get this and appreciate that. So, but other than that, we'll have that out in the next couple of weeks.
It's gonna be fun. That one's gonna be fun.
Yep. Yeah, and now that I'm in a different season of my life, I will be traveling more, working more, going back to like a lot of stuff I used to do in my earlier 20s. So I'm have a lot of interesting situations that pop up, I'm sure.
And I do want to clarify a couple things. I am not signing up for a rodeo. My body at 41 isn't even if I was in my 30s, early 30s,
you'll be okay.
I still don't think I would. You can. You
can
will
do it one time, dude.
I'm going to. I'll record.
You'll do it one time. You'll be okay.
Well, mic up. That's what people said about heroin, and here we are. So, do it one time, you'll be okay, and then they're hooked.
What do you think you're going to do it more than one? I don't think you're going to do it. I think you're going to get thrown off in 0.5 seconds.
What, the bull?
Yeah, and I just want to.
Probably.
I think I'll make it 3.
3 seconds? I don't know about that. How big's the bull?
I don't.
There's no way they're throwing.
At these events, they're not like what you'd see on TV.
There's no way they're throwing you on some Fu Manchu, right?
No. There's no way. I've never seen it. They're like smaller ones. They're not like what you see on TV.
Dude,
or like
where's this rodeo even at?
Up the road about an hour. So we'll need Jody there. We'll need your wife there.
Oh, Jody would love to go to the rodeo.
Jody's going to need to be there because we need to have a doctor or whatever sign the paper
standby.
For us. Yeah. So it's like, we're going to do things like that.
I'm not riding the bull.
We're going to enter into a paintball tournament that lasts 3 days. That'll be fun.
That's crazy. That'd be fun, though.
Yeah. So we're going to do little things, mic'd up, of course, and just show the interesting life of a 40-year-old and a 30-year-old. So other than that, that's all I got for today. This is Licensed and Unhinged. I'm Cody.
Chris.
See ya.
See ya.